Oh, you hear that, Nick? Did someone say best practices for driving self-service adoption of Datadog?
Even if they didn't, we're going to talk about it.
I think you're right. Well,
Why don't you say hello, Jesse?
Yeah, it's Jesse and Nick again. We are focused on our Datadog practice here at RapDev. And a topic that comes up almost every day is what are the best practices for driving the self-service adoption for observability and Datadog in particular. We never have the silver or golden bullet, however you want to call it.
Everyone's different.
We definitely have some strategies we've seen success with at many companies at this point. And those are what we want to kind of chat with you about today.
Yeah, and the first thing that we go by, the best practice here, and something that we really strive for at RapDev is to teach a person to fish. It's really easy for a company to come in, do the work, say, see you later, call us when you need us next time. That's not how we work. We're in the business of enablement. We want customers to be able to succeed in the future. We come in and we do the work, and we enable people to continue doing work in the future. So teaching a man to fish, really the best practice first and foremost.
Well, yeah, and it's very critical to not only make it so that customers aren't relying on us to drive their observability requirements, but also to make it so they're not relying on an internal and centralized team, which I think really was the old way of doing things when it came to monitoring, versus the new way is enabling your end users or your developers, your operations teams, enabling them with a skill set and a baseline, a starting point to actually use the tool and customize it for their own requirements.
Yeah, and self-service is really the key, but self-service also needs to have guardrails on it too. Yeah. So we want to talk about role-based access control kind of first and foremost. It should be a data democracy. Everyone should have access to do what they need to do, but there should also be some amount of restrictions. The more sprawl you have, the more people create dashboards and monitors without real restrictions, can actually make it harder to find data in the first place. So we also don't want other people changing other teams' dashboards that they don't own by mistake. So when a team goes to look at their most important dashboard during a critical outage, they don't say, hey, this is different than it's been before. Where did this panel go? So a big part of self-service is making sure that when people serve themselves, that the data remains how they expect it to be. And that's where role-based access control comes in.
Yeah, and it's, another way to think about it is like decentralizing your command and your structure for dashboards, but also allowing those separate, parts of the organization to keep meddling hands out of their part of the tool. On the role-based access control subject, it really comes back to you're decentralizing the ownership of Datadog, giving that power back to the teams, but at the same time, ensuring that individual teams can't screw with their other team members' dashboards and monitors. So creating custom roles, allowing those custom roles to lock down their dashboards, but then also providing lockdown dashboards that every team can clone, but not every team can customize. I think those are really critical kind of functions that we're seeing as a good starting point.
Well, and cloning is a big part of self-service too, because it really reduces the learning curve. It can be pretty intimidating to look at another team's dashboard and say, wow, how am I going to go and recreate those 30-something widgets that are on this screen? But really, you don't have to. You can clone that and customize it and add or remove anything that you might need. Something that we've seen a lot of success with is creating a primary dashboard, or any number of primary dashboards, where users can come in and say, yeah, this is acceptable, I'll just put my template variables in here, or they can clone it and adjust it to their needs. And instead of having to really have a deep knowledge of this tool in order to create that in the first place, they can create one thing and be good to go. And that's true for dashboards, and that's true for monitors, and even synthetic tests, and some of the other resources in Datadog. So by doing some of this initial standardization, you can really hit the ground running with everyone else without having a huge learning curve.
Yeah, and we can even take it a step farther, and if it's not cloning, use of Datadog Powerpacks. I think that's a new functionality they brought out for this exact reason.
What's a Powerpack?
Well, a Powerpack is it's a cluster of widgets that are set up and put for a baseline type of service, right? Every time you're monitoring a Python application, you want to see XYZ metrics visualized in a similar format. And so Powerpacks allows you to do that in a repeatable fashion. So rather than picking every individual widget out, you choose from that Python Powerpack, plop it into your dashboard, and you're kind of off and running. Another strategy we've seen used and we've employed ourselves with customers is building into their pipelines, building Terraform modules or infrastructure as code modules into their pipelines to provision those dashboards and monitors programmatically.
Yeah, absolutely. So having your monitoring right next to your code helps you to understand why you're monitoring that in the first place and helps maintain consistency. You really only have to change one repository instead of trying to find who owns which dashboard or finding out I don't have permissions to edit this. Where if I want to make a change to your dashboard but don't have the permissions, I can go into your repository, submit a change request, and have you approve it and merge it, and then those changes are codified and made with your approval. So that's just another form of access control and standardization at the same time.
And continued auditing of those changes.
Absolutely.
Which brings up another point, kind of strategy we see when you're driving that self-service adoption. And you do have those unforeseen changes or edits to monitors, dashboards, because someone got into the wrong part of the solution. That was one reason why we developed that monitor and dashboard backup script, really, was to give that snapshot of a point in time of what your Datadog instance looked like at that time. So if you wanted to restore or you like the older version better, you can always go back to that, right?
Yeah, you can store those anywhere. You can store those in the cloud, you can store those in a Git repository and have access to any version of your dashboards on a day-to-day basis at any time. Yeah.
I think another very important part when it comes to driving self-service, we talked about upskilling the distributed teams. That's easier said than done. So part of it, I think, is how do you make those teams understand the value that they're going to get by engaging with that core monitoring team or Wrap Dev. And maybe you want to talk about some strategies we use there.
Yeah, there's a few different strategies, and some of them are kind of interesting, and some of the situations are kind of funny. I had a developer one time tell me, I don't need logs or APM. My code is immaculate. No code is immaculate. That is false. So we started kind of pitching to him why you would want to do this and how you would want to do this and the value that's here. And as soon as we started going through it, he said, like, okay, maybe my code's immaculate, but this is useful. And so by showing everyone the features and like what you get out of what you put into it in terms of APM and logging, once you actually start to see how it works and how it can inform the rest of your process, it's really easy to get everyone else on board and have them want to learn the tool and want to use the tool. Especially in today's world with microservices, it's not just a matter of debugging a request and looking at a few logs. We're talking about a request traveling through tens or hundreds of individual services, and trying to troubleshoot that in real time, good luck. You really need some additional tooling to get through that troubleshooting process to understand your outage faster. So doing education sessions on how to use the tool and the value you get out of it can really help drive adoption when people start to really understand the value. And then you've built a culture of monitoring that wants to do this and wants to push forward.
Yeah. It's really just comes back to knowing the end users that you want to adopt and what they care about in their day-to-day, and positioning and showing them how they can get to that end point.
Yeah, and I've been in site reliability for a long time, and this is something that I can talk about for hours and hours and hours, but we don't have that kind of time right now. So I think we're gonna wrap it up, and it was great talking to you, Jesse, and we'll see you next time.
Definitely check out our blog. There's a lot of good material on there, or feel free to reach out to us directly. We always like to customize our conversations to our unique customers as well. We appreciate your time today, and thank you.
See you next time.